Hey everyone, I am starting today's video with some incredibly sad news. A young boy has tragically passed away after choking at his school in Nigeria. Despite being rushed to the hospital, he was already gone by the time they arrived. This heartbreaking incident has brought to light some serious issues about school safety and healthcare provision. Hey explorers, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a story that's both heartbreaking and infuriating. I am sure many of you have heard about the recent tragedy involving a young child at a school in Nigeria. It's something that no parent should ever have to endure, and it's raising some serious questions about the state of school safety and healthcare. According to the reports, the 4-year-old tragically choked at school, and it was alleged that the child had already passed away before they took the child to the hospital. What makes this even more disturbing is the fact that there wasn't an infirmary or any adequate arrangements at the school to handle such emergencies. This raises a major red flag about the safety measures in place, or rather the lack of thereof. Let's break this down. Schools, especially when they are entrusted with the care of children and receiving significant funds from parents, have a crucial responsibility to ensure that their facilities are equipped to handle emergencies. The absence of an infirmary or basic medical supplies is not just a minor oversight, it's a severe lapse in duty of care. So here's a question for you. What do you think should be the minimum standard for schools when it comes to health and safety? Should there be mandatory regulations to having medical staff and facilities on site? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And let's talk about the bigger picture here. This incident highlights a system issue that could be more widespread than we realize. It's not just about one school, it's about ensuring that every educational institution has the necessary resources to protect our children. In light of this tragedy, many are asking whether this could be a catalyst for broader reforms. Could this be the wake-up call that leads to significant improvement in school safety protocols and healthcare standards across the board? I am curious to hear what you think. Is this a wake-up call for the education system? What changes do you think are necessary to prevent such tragedies in the future? Let's start a conversation in the comment below. And while you are at it, let's also hear the story from Very Dark Man's perspective.
Parents, please, it's not every big school that you see anywhere, both Abuja, Lagos, or anywhere, that you think that they can take care of your child. It's not every popular big school that you see, okay, it's a big private school, you carry picking, go do. Ask questions. Ask questions about the staff. Do you understand? Now, this one now just happened now. Yesterday, I just came out from the school and we went to the police station. Now, justice will they find like this again. What happened? The lady took her child to school. She reached house. The husband called her hours later. You understand? Hours later, the husband called her. Rushed to Susu Hospital. You understand? On reaching there, what's going on? They said, please, call your husband to come. Call my husband to come. What's going on? Do you understand? They said, that your husband have to come. We just please calm down. Calm down how? Where's my child? Do you understand? Not knowing that where she was standing, behind her, now Pekin don't buy. 4 years old Pekin. Don't buy. Do you understand? How? What happened? Oh yeah, school explain. School say that the boy was eating, he now choke. As he choke, they now tap him on the back. Initially, the school said that they brought the child sick, that this one, that this. What are you people saying? Now, the question is, the first question I'm asking is this. If they brought the child sick, do you understand? Why would a mother carry a child sick to school? And sickness will not just buy somebody once. Sickness no fit start now, come buy person now. Sickness by person is a gradual stage. So the previous day that the child came to school, was the child sick? Did you complain to the mother? Do you understand? No, the previous day the child was in school. Now they tell say, they brought the child sick. So what is the thing? What happened in the class? Tell us. He say, that the child, they were tapping him in the back. When the thing choked, they laid him on. What are you saying? That they now call the school nurse. The school nurse now rush in and check. The school nurse now say they should go hospital. When they go to the hospital, the son now buy. Meanwhile, doctor is saying that they brought the child come hospital when the child don't buy. You understand? Meanwhile, Sorry. Doctor, they say they bring away don't buy. That means to say the pikin buy inside school because of negligence. We dey talk about bullying which day. Now another one don't buy just yesterday. Yeah. Now the case we did like this. And this is a big school. I don't understand how you have a big school like that and you don't have like a pharmacy or a clinic inside your school. Every school in Nigeria needs to have, every private school that is charging. How are you charging 350,000 naira for crèche? Picking of how many years? 4 years old, they charge 350,000 naira and you know get first aid hospital where go to take care of the children. It's not every big school that you carry your children to. I'm not going to post the school name now. You understand? Because it's like the first time they want to do like this for the case, but now we don't carry the case. You understand? Don't carry the case, go another place. From tomorrow, when we go visit there again, when they hear this, I go post the school. I go post the school. A popular school, I go post them. You understand? They will go miles for there. Then I go tell us what happened to the Peking. I beg, it's not every big school you go carry your Peking go because say okay, one person put Peking there, carry and go. I beg, else you go and learn. 4 years old Peking, don't go. Hey.
Let's now turn attention to the nation's capital, where the mother of 4-year-old Miguel Ovoke, who recently died at the Brick House School in Abuja, is at the school again in company of her family and friends to protest the death of her son. She alleged that the school authorities were covering up on the incident which led to the death of Miguel. According to her, Excel Specialist Hospital confirmed that her son was brought in unconscious to the hospital, contrary to the school's claim.
I am at the school where they said incidents happened at Karo district in Abuja. The situation is that the woman yesterday was here, the mother of the child was here yesterday to protest the death of her child. According to her, she brought in her child healthy on that set date, which is 24th of April, only for her to be called later in the day that the child was in the hospital. According to her, the school told her that the child died when they got to the hospital, but the hospital confirmed that the child died in the process, died before they brought the child to the hospital. And what she actually wants, she's calling for justice for her child. Before me is the mother of the child, Mrs. Success Ovoke, to tell us exactly what she means by getting justice for her child. Don't forget, today is supposed to be her birthday, and she's here instead of celebrating like her child would have wanted her to do. She's here crying. She feels she's been neglected by the school. Let her talk to us now. Madam Success, sorry for the whole incident. We'd like you to tell us, you said you need justice for your child. What do you exactly mean by justice for your child?
I want them to be transparent. I want every details from the 7 a.m. that I dropped my child to the 12 a.m. 12 p.m. I saw my child lying on the dead bed. I need a clear details about this time. I need a clear details. I need doctor's report. I need everything to let me understand what really happened. I want clarity. Just tell me what happened to my child.
You also told us that your child, the school told you the child choked and you are doubting it. Why are you doubting that?
I'm doubting it because I self-demean my child took to school that morning. And my child is someone that swallows. So I make sure his food is small portion. And that's what the school testified to. I packed this food myself, and the meat were being chopped. So there's no way you tell me. I know my son very well. He's very expressive. So there's no way you tell me Miguel is choking. Even at home, you tell you, Mommy, I'm choking. Mommy, there's something on my... And he's going to disturb you till you help him. So Miguel is not a quiet type. Miguel is not a child type. My son is vibrant. My son can express himself anywhere, any day. So I don't buy that story.
You also told us about the color of your child changed at the time.
Yes. My son is lighter than I am. Far more lighter than I am. So how would you tell me my child died 11:28? Like how many minutes? You said in the space of 5 minutes, my child is already that dark. Doesn't work that way. and you go and lie to the doctor to tell me my child died in the hospital, whereas my child died in this school premises. There's something fishy, and they need to explain it to me.
Have you heard from the school authority? Have they come to your family to explain personally?
It was when I came here yesterday to do riot that the teacher, the chairman of the school, that's the person of joy, emoji, came and meet me in the house. And I asked her a question, ma. If this were to be your child, if this table were to be turned, would you have sat down the way you are doing, using your power to pay anybody that you feel like to oppress me? Will you sit down and wash your hand and fold your hands and watch your daughter or your child cry over the death of their child, the mysterious death of their child? Wouldn't you have used your influence?
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. So, Bossa, you've heard from the mother of the child. She just explained to us what the situation is. Although they vow to continue coming to this place, to the premises of the school, until they get the said justice they want for their child.
With Mrs. Success Ovoke. But then I would like you to describe to us what is happening at that point. Is the school open? Are pupils in school? What is the situation and how is the school reacting to this incident?
Yes, Bossa, the school is opened. We made effort to reach the school authority, but we were stopped at the entrance. We were told by the security men that the person we are supposed to speak with, which is the school PPR, is not on ground, is not around, maybe sometimes tomorrow, that he was called by the Ministry of Education. So maybe sometimes tomorrow we'll hear from them. That's according to the security men. Though we are still hoping that we will hear from the school. They will come to say their own side of the story. But as I speak to you, the school is in session.
And going by, the way the protest is going, any sight of security operatives in that area? I mean, guarding the school now, considering the way the protest has been on now, 2 days running now. What is the situation? Are there security operatives around, trying to ensure that the protest does not degenerate?
Yes, there are security presence around. They are still here. Some at the entrance of the school, some by the junction of the school. They're trying to ensure that the people do not disrupt the activities inside the school.
That said, there's this development, an unfortunate scenario that is playing out here in Abuja, Brickwall School. Another unfortunate story. So we've got our correspondent, Lucky, who is standing by to give us a background. What exactly is going on? What is it that we hear about another person dead in another school? What is it this time? Good morning, Lucky. Could you give us an update? What's happening at the moment?
Good morning. Right now, I'm in front of Brick Hall School, opposite Games Village. The parents of the late child, Miguel Ovoke, she's here, and with some of her friends, we approached the school authorities to find out who we can talk to hear their own side of the story. They said no management staff of the school is on ground. And a policeman who accosted us here said we should wait for the autopsy results. But the parents are here to demonstrate that this child died while in school. And so the school should be held responsible. I've contacted the lawyer to the parents, Mr. Deji Adeyanju, who at the moment says he's at the hospital trying to get the corpse of the late Miguel. Miguel Ovoke is the name of the child. He was 4 years and 9 months old as at the time he died. And from the information I gathered, that he actually died on the 24th of April. And there has been a back and forth between the parents of the late Miguel Ovoke and the school authority. That is the situation right now. Just a few parents have converged in front of the school trying to see what they can do to get the attention of the authorities.
Okay, Lucky, just so we can make a bit of a correction, it's Brick Hall School. I'm seeing Brick Wall on that screen. It's actually Brick Hall, Hall.
It's Brick, yeah, it's Brick Hall.
Yes, Brick Hall, not Brick Wall.
Hall.
Okay, so the
yes.
details of this story, very worrisome. We're hearing a few things. The mother stormed the school yesterday, if I'm correct. She was there yesterday, wasn't granted access. We're hearing things about an autopsy that was done, and that the report of the autopsy is different from the report that we're getting from the school. Could you help us understand what's really going on there?
Yeah, from what I gathered, they said we should wait for the official release of the autopsy results. But information available reveals that what the school is claiming happened to the child, the late Miguel Ovoke, is not exactly what happened. And so the investigating police officer I met here on ground this morning says we should wait for the official report of the official release of the autopsy result. Perhaps we may want to talk to the mother of the child, who is also here with some of our friends, trying to tell us.
Yeah, if we could just take a look at it, because I hear it's supposed to be a protest, just so we could take a look at the people who are there, and of course this is something that will be following up for the rest of the day. Maybe we should take a look at the mother.
Yeah, he's going to talk to her.
Yeah, can we have her?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's just trying to.
I'll send for her. She's coming.
Yeah, so he's trying to summon the mother of Miguel Ovoke, late yes. Miguel Ovoke, 4-year-old boy. I'm yes. gathering, a 4-year-old boy, and a very tragic story that's developing here in the nation's capital.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty shocking, and she's clearly shaken about all of that. And so she had already gone on, she had tweeted that she needed help from Nigerians, how all of this happened. And I think she went to a brick wall from Brick Hall School, trying to get some sort of response about all of this. So the lawyer, as he said, you're trying to get some details and documents to proceed
from the hospital.
Yeah, for burial and stories such as that. And so they're having a protest today about that particular incident, which is very unfortunate. So I don't know, because time and again, when this kind of stories happen, you always think that that we will learn in terms of the kind of processes that we have in place in those schools.
I think she's there.
So
she's there.
All right.
Madam Ovoke,
I think Lucky is there, so let's.
Lucky, can we?
You go ahead and talk to her.
Yeah, please have just so we can get a sense of what she's feeling right now.
Okay, can you tell us how you feel right now over what has just happened?
I'm very sad. Like, I can't believe this is a birthday that my son always wake up in the morning, pray for me, and we laugh about it. Like this morning, I woke up without a kiss, without a hug from my son, from my daughter. I don't even know where my daughter is. As we speak.
Is it a girl or a boy?
A girl.
A girl.
Oh. Then my son, please, I don't. I'm not fine.
She's very devastated right now. It's her son, a 4-year-old boy, Miguel. A 4-year-old boy. We want justice for Miguel.
So what did the school authorities tell you that happened to him?
They said my son choked on the meat. He was eating his meal and choked.
And have you been able to get an autopsy result to confirm this?
We did an autopsy, but I yet to get the result.
So how soon are you expecting the result?
That detail should be for my lawyer.
Well,
I mean, Lucky,
she says she's still expecting
if you can help us find out who's leading this protest. Is it the parents of children in the school?
There is a parent that is leading the protest.
I'm not a parent of this school. I'm a mother.
Okay.
I'm pained. We want justice for Miguel. We are mothers. We have come here to seek for justice. How can you bring a 4-year-old child to the school, ill and elderly? The next thing you get a call and they are telling you that your child was choked. You get into the hospital, a third child has turned black. And up to this moment, as we speak, the school management has not deemed it fit to visit her and explain to her. The senator came here last night and brought soldiers to the house. Because we came here to protest yesterday, no, we want justice. We are told that this school is for Senator Joy Modi. We want justice for Miguel. All we seek for is justice.
We are here for harmless protest.
How many people brings us go key? How many people brings us go key?
Wow.
Hey, Una go kill us, tire. Hey, una go kill us, tire. Hey, una go kill us, tire. Justice
Well,
for
clearly,
Miguel.
the parents and the parents there to clearly distraught about what happened. Sometimes you don't even know what to expect from some of these schools. You think that the basic minimum is put in place, but it turns out that you have to think again. But we do hope that they'll at least follow through with that and ensure that proper investigation is done to ensure or to find out what exactly happened and the right things be done.
It seems like there is a lot of conspiracy going on with this school, especially with how they are avoiding communication with the mother and refusing to be transparent about what really happened. Their behavior only makes them look guilty. When the agent went to the school to talk, they claimed there was no official personnel on site. How is that even possible for such a large, expensive school? The lack of management and accountability shows serious neglect. Another thing I don't understand is why people are still sending their kids to this school. With everything going on, how is the school still allowed to operate during an investigation? Is it just because it's owned by a politician? Of course, one of them. If you know, you know. If it were me, I wouldn't keep sending my kid to that school. Incidents happen, sure, but transparency is key. The fact that they went to the hospital, lied about what happened, and even bribed the doctors raises even more concerns. This has been an ongoing issue for a while now, and we are only talking about it because justice hasn't been served. This mother has been protesting just to understand what really happened, but she can't get the justice she deserves. That's where the very dark man comes in. He's fighting hard for justice. Every time someone goes to him with a case, he gets results. It's sad that the people who are supposed to protect citizens aren't doing their job. But kudos to this man for standing up for the citizens. Alright guys, comment down below what you think, and if you were in the shoe of the parents, what would you do? I pray and I hope that none of you will be in the shoe, but hypothetically thinking, what would you do in that case? Okay guys, thank you so much. It's your girl Susu here from Explore with Sue. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you are the first to be notified when we upload new content. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Bye bye. See you in the next video.